Hello and welcome to the Taster Sessions.
Today's session is going to be all about Drunken Philosophy, with tasting notes from Bad Boy Cider. So obviously this is in the spirit or the cider of Christmas, and you have completely hatfished me because you were supposed to wear your hat and you haven't.
Oh my god.
You've not done the Christmassy. But I'd like to draw your attention to my my Christmas socks.
Right, I'm a filmmaker, so I can
there we go.
zoom into this.
So I got these from
Here we go, down. Where are they? There they are.
Here.
Yes.
And they are from 400 Rabbits Tequila Bar in Nottingham, who've got like a really good little story during like tier 3 COVID. They decided to open themselves up as a church, as a religion, in order to basically just keep on running as a company. And I'd really love to do something with those guys. So we get to kind of reach out to them and see if they would like to get involved.
Let's be mates.
Let's be friends. I am a follower at the church of 400 Rabbits.
And now we are going to do some taster sessions with Bad Boy Cider.
Hey.
Ray, I'll make sure I get confetti coming in.
Yeah.
And we this is our first session.
It is our first session.
Very first session.
Yeah.
We're hashing it.
It's a taster session within itself. It's a pilot, isn't it? What works, what doesn't work.
100%. I'm feeling the intro we're going to build on.
Yes.
We're going to get there with.
Yeah.
But so far, if we just mention who we've got, that's enough.
Yeah.
That's enough to start us. Also, between the tasting, what we're going to be doing with the ciders, we're going to be doing some questions. So we've got Sussed, which is all about your emotional intelligence today. This Sus game I found when I went away with Chrissy, and it blew my mind a little bit. So I'm buzzing about this. Lots of random questions. Okay, so do you want to get us a cider?
Yes, so the first one we're going to be doing is this cloudy bad boy over here.
Oh,
all right.
Mate. Okay.
So I'm just
Are you good with cider, by the way?
It's a summertime drink for me. Or if it's mulled, if it's hot, at winter. But it is it's strong stuff, isn't it?
What percent are we on there?
This is 5.5 on the Richter scale, on the bad boy scale. So I'm gonna open. It's a bad boy thing. Let's get this open.
Are you supposed to do it with your teeth then if you're being a bad boy?
I used to do that.
Oh,
I did used to do that.
Oh, that was a joke as well. No, don't do that, guys.
I'm not gonna do that.
It's awful.
Because once I chipped it, and I
really?
was a bit like, oh dear, I'm terrified of dentists.
Was that your party trick?
It was. Now I've better party tricks. I've moved up with that.
Okay, be reserved with me.
I will be reserved. 1, 2, 3.
So, guys, you might be listening to this on Spotify, but we are filming these, and I suppose this is one of them sessions that you may want to watch, so you can really see the authenticity in our faces when we try it. Because if we go, oh, and then, I say 10, you might not believe me, but if you look in my face, you'll know. Okay, do we do it together?
Yeah, let's cheers it
cheers,
first. Here we
cheers.
go. Here's to
and
the
this
first
is
one.
The original.
Yeah, this is the original.
You have to do that. I feel I've trapped it if not. I need to go again. I think that's delicious.
Yeah.
That suits me. You're not singing to me there. You're not.
I'm more of I think I preferred like the flavoured ciders. I think that's where I'm going to be on this one.
Really?
Yeah, this one's it's pretty punchy. It's strong.
I'd like to know some avid cider drinkers because I'm celiac, so I can't have beers anyway. Okay. I'm more of a cider person.
Perfect.
And it suits me. And I wonder if cider drinkers, the purists, if it's flavoured,
they probably think that
you
it's like the rosé wine kind of thing.
Yes, 100%.
My kid, what am I playing at?
You're not doing it in the righteous way.
Yeah.
And as far as pure cider goes, the original, I think that tanks a lot of different ciders that I've tried. It feels very, very rich. I'm going to give it a
very
proper
strong.
taste.
It's strong. It's strong.
I'm going to give it my fullest debrief. It's strong. It's rich. But the apple
Yeah.
really comes through. And some
Yeah.
ciders,
You can't taste apple.
I don't know if you done this in chocolates before, but I used to work in a chocolatier and I worked at Thornton's. And the chocolatiers, I think they were about 60p per chocolate. But genuinely, after working there and then going to Thornton's, the processed chocolates and sort of the it felt plastic when it goes into the roof of your mouth. And I get that with a lot of ciders now. It feels artificial.
Yeah.
Great word.
Yeah.
This genuinely feels as if somebody's crushed the apple.
Yeah, you can taste it. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, it doesn't taste like the Strongbow. Sorry, it's like Strongbow or like
they need it.
Strongbow.
Wow. Okay, I'm liking this. I could do this as a job. This
Yeah,
is brilliant.
Professional cider drinker.
Yeah, Bad Boys, I'm going to rate you a... I don't want to start too high, because what if I mark it up
This
the
is
top
what I mean.
and
Like,
then
yeah, if you like mark this one and then
I
the
need to
next
build
one's
it
like
up.
so much better, then where do you draw the line?
I'm going to hit you with a solid 7 to start you off, though, and then
Okay.
I'll build around it.
All right.
Yeah, I don't want to be that guy that just everything's amazing, everything's wonderful.
No, don't. Yeah, don't ever be like that.
But that really does suit me. I'm into you.
I'm
You've
gonna
sold
give
it.
this one for me. I'm gonna give it a 5, Mikey.
A 5.
A 5. It's middle. It's middle of the road.
No.
It's strong. I prefer
good
flavored
benchmark,
ones. I'm
good
benchmarking
benchmark.
5. Yeah.
Any reason? It was just the flavour.
It's just the flavor. Yeah.
There's nothing to go along with it.
I'm not a big cider head. Like I'm not. I like
Mm.
the flavored ones. Like I said. So this is the standard.
Somebody for a birthday of mine, when I was really going into the gym, bought me a flavourless protein shake.
Right. What did it
just-
taste of?
Flavourless.
There's got to taste of
I
something.
can't.
It can't be
I know. It's
flavourless.
very, very hard to explain. I suppose just flour in its essence. I found out later that was you're supposed to put stuff with it, what you want.
Right.
But I was just drinking this
Okay.
flavourless bag of protein, and it was disgusting, honestly. But
Did you want to like?
I
Well,
was just thinking, it's
upset
my
this person.
birthday, and
Thanks,
you've
mate.
got double chocolate, you've got cookie. They're very
Yeah.
imaginative with the flavours now, and they just got me the flavourless one. I thought, oh, who do you think I am?
Yeah.
What
well,
does this
they're
say
trying to
about
say,
me?
yeah, your character. You're like, oh,
Yeah, in a nice way.
Bland.
They were actually
There you
saying, you are so imaginative, you can put whatever you want in there. But no, it didn't feel like that. I just thought, you're a miserable sod. Now,
Come on
shall
then.
we go to question?
yes,
Okay, sussed game.
sussed
We're
game.
going to find about our emotional intelligence. With these games, I think there's philosophical ones, social intelligence, but you're going to find out how emotional I am. So, okay, here's the question. Which connections do I value most? I think when we say I, I'm thinking of you and I'm
Me.
thinking of me.
Yes.
You don't know me well enough yet, RoRo. So which connections do I value most? Romantic, environmental, internet.
And I've got to say for you.
No, you're saying for you.
Oh, okay,
That's what
sorry.
I meant. We don't know each
I
other
thought
well
I was
enough yet.
guessing like which ones yours would be.
Oh, that was not
That's
a bad
what
idea.
I was thinking. That's what was happening.
Okay, we'll
I was
go
like,
with it.
well, then it
I
could
was
be
gonna
wrong,
go into.
and then you can explain like why.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Right. Am I romantic, environmental, internet?
I would say environmental.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I suppose it differs. It differs between romantic and environmental. In certain parts of my life, I definitely would like a little bit more concentration on because I've got a business with my partner. I love it to bits, but then as most partners with businesses, you can get really businessy. And we've had discussions where we're thinking, I would like to incorporate a bit of that romance back into it. So when I feel that side of myself's been diminished or slowed down, then I really lust for it and long for it. But I suppose picking it and who I am the most, yeah, environmental out of them three of all I could be. So for you, I think you're a romantic.
Ah, hidden romantic. Yeah, but I'd say I'd be more environmental.
Really?
Like there's romance
talk
in
to
my
me
life,
about it.
but yeah, more environmental, definitely. Well, I'm not. I don't have a partner, so I'm not romantic on the daily at all. I still think there's romance out there.
Yeah, definitely.
It's somewhere hidden underneath all the shit. But yeah, definitely environmental. I'm more environmental.
What are you like though when you are in a relationship?
And I am.
Yeah,
I
is
can't
it
tell you that.
lovey-dovey, really enjoy
It
being in a
takes-
relationship, or
It takes a while to let it in.
really?
Yeah, when I've met people before we've dated, they've been a bit like, I don't know how to gauge you. And then after a while, they're like, oh, actually, you're really like soft and nice. But then it would just take something to just get the wall back up very quickly.
Oh, really?
It'd be like,
Okay.
no, back out you go. Let you in here. You've taken the liberties. You can get out. So yeah, I'm more like that.
I think I'm fairly similar when I've been in a relationship, but I've had so many.
Yeah.
I've learned
Who's counting?
a lot of the way through. No, I used to be really like that. I didn't feel much love as a young person. So then the first time I did get love, it was everything.
yeah.
It was just huge. We got both on. I've got her name on my chest
Aw.
still. She had my name down on her hip.
I thought you were going to say somewhere else
No,
then.
no,
I was
no,
like,
no.
okay.
Mikey. No, she had it on her hip. But I think I would have been 16. She would have been like, 16. It's very young, isn't it?
That is very young.
To be
getting
this is it
tattoos.
forever.
People's names on your body.
Honestly, I'm an open book.
That is romantic.
That is romantic,
That is
but
romantic.
that becomes obsessive possessive. I think after a while, it become, instead of love, it built into the opposite of love, I suppose. You are mine, but I think the Buddhists talk about it, where you are supposed to appreciate a flower and look at it from afar and
Not pick it and put it in a vase and it dies.
Yeah, exactly that, and that's what we ended up doing. So then, having that relationship, I felt very warped to what romance was, and it's taken me a very long time to sort of build up a relationship with romance. Oh, that's poetic.
That's nice. That's
A
nice.
relationship with romance. But yeah, the environmental. I'm passionate about the environment. I think we're killing it, aren't we?
Yeah, well, we have to be. We live in it. So when anybody's not environmental, I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm like, it's where you don't shit on your own doorstep. Like, it's where you fucking live. That's where your family live. Your kids will live. Like, everybody's gonna live in that environment. So if you don't respect it and look after it, then that's what we're gonna have. It makes no sense.
Do you think anybody would have answered that?
With internet,
Which,
you know
which
what? I was
connections
thinking
do
that,
you value
like,
most?
But
Internet connection.
Is there
Is that
internet
just a
connection?
pun?
Yeah, it's a joke. If you got someone who's like, like your typical kind of, they're always on the internet playing games or doing whatever else they do.
Yeah.
That thing. They never leave their room.
I love this podcast. Can we do it forever?
That kind of thing. Then maybe that's what that's getting at.
The thing is, that leads us into have you seen the Black Mirror episode?
Oh, yeah, I've seen those Black Mirrors. I
Where
love Charlie Brooker.
and he gets into, it's like Tekken they're playing, isn't it?
Yes.
And
they change who they are.
become
Yeah.
them characters.
Yeah.
And the life there is so much better than the life they're living, and so much more real and powerful. So I've got friends like that. My best friend in the world, he's fallen to Call of Duty. But I used to say in my head, or conversing with him, like, you're just so on your own all day in a room.
Yeah.
How can that be healthy?
It's
but
not.
he's saying,
Yeah.
actually, mate, I'm in a world of thousands of people in my headphones, but we're really connected. I know more about them than I know about any other person.
Yeah.
And, I still have my belief towards it, and it felt unhealthy. But when he said that, I thought, oh God, he really is in a cyber world, a world with so many people where they're building friendships and passions together and talking about meetups and so on. And that internet world, it does get really bad rap, but it's maybe because I haven't thought about that other side of it. And it did make me think, it really did when he said it. it sent me into a place of wonder because I've never sort of put myself in there before.
It's a weird one. It's depends which way you look at it, doesn't it? Like I know people have been into, is it Warcraft?
Yeah, yeah.
Warcraft.
You go, girl.
Yeah, and someone went to a Warcraft New Year's Eve party. This was like over 10 years ago when I was at uni. And it was like, so they're not coming out. They're going to go online to a part where they're all dressed up and they meet online, and they had it there, which to me was like, okay, you've got people here, fine, whatever. And then I've been in a relationship before where the person became obsessed with gaming, and it became like a massive fucking wedge between the both of us, like a huge wedge. And I just, after that, I'm just like, I hate gaming. If I see a gaming chair, if I'm on a date, go around someone's house, I see a gaming chair,
Game over.
done, off the list, done, strike out. Anyone who's into gaming, no.
Control Alt Delete.
Yes, yeah, because it does, like, they stop paying attention to things. Not just in that particular case, but things around them, their environment, you might say, their immediate environment, and it's always about going off into this thing that's, is real, but it's not real. And it's like, well, without that, would you still have those connections with those? I don't know. It's complicated. Yeah, it's like there's a whole rabbit hole of.
It's what I love about these questions. They're going to be always nuanced, and there's going to be a side to it where we have to try and think on that side.
You can see why people like it.
Yeah, completely.
I get it. I do get it. But then there is just that part of me. It's just like, why would you go and do that when you could have that here and it's real? Like, it's actually there. You don't have to.
I've romanticised the real world.
Yes.
But then I think that's good. It seems more healthy and wholesome.
Yeah.
But I can't say that we're not going into more of that. Have you seen is it Ready Player One as well? It's a new film out, and I think Steven Spielberg did it, or it might be Ready Player Two. But again, it's all the headsets,
right?
And they're going into this new world, and they're in dark, small rooms. But when they go into that, they're really there. It feels as real as this now, and it's not what I want.
No.
But my friend Martin always says, he wrote a book about education and the way it's going. He says, I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying this is what's happening.
It's a thing.
Yeah. And towards that internet, it's the one on the list that made me feel the most repulsed. Didn't suit me.
Yeah.
But I completely, as we're saying, understand the way the world's turning. Mm-hmm. And I think more so than not, people would be picking C out of any of them. And that worries me. I do. From the conversations that I've been having.
The environment is dead. It's all dead.
That's it, guys. We've concluded. We're one cider in.
We're going to drink all this now.
We're downing our sorrows.
That's it. Drowning our sorrows. On that note.
I'm downing them.
Shall we open another one?
Yeah, let's go. What have we got?
We're going to go for a blackberry and apple cider this time.
Are you feeling more optimistic about this?
I'm feeling happy about this one. Yeah.
What percent are we looking at?
We are looking at a 4% on the bad boy scale. And this has got, so I'll just read the little blurb out. Yeah. So it's a twist on the classic. I'm reading from down here. That's why my eyes are down. It's a cider that's bursting with blackberries and perfectly mixed with apple. So...
makes sense.
I'm going to like this. I love blackberries.
You placeboed yourself.
I already have it. I was obsessed with Ribena when I was a kid. Like, obsessed with it. So this is going to
Do you think this is going to be the highest on the bad boy scale for you?
I don't know.
Have you seen any other flavours in there that you thought, oh, there's a contender?
Cherry's a contender. Rhubarb is. I fucking love rhubarb.
Okay.
Strawberry is. I'm not sure. The pink one, maybe. Maybe. So I do like apples. I'm obsessed with apples as well. I have a lot of apples.
So you're going for the gimmicky style ciders? Because I wonder if I am a snoot unknowingly to cider, because I'm trying to go for the more traditional.
Well, you're out of luck, buddy.
Yeah.
There's pink.
Yeah.
And that's it. We're done with traditional.
All the colours of the rainbow.
Gone. Give me a couple.
Bring us in.
There we go. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to pour a bit more of this one. Say when?
When.
There we go.
Oh, my life. Here we go. Together.
I'm more excited about this one.
Do we cheers, everyone?
Yeah, go on, I'll put a bit more.
Okay.
There we go. Put the lid back. So it's the first one, so we're just kind of feeling our way through this. The dynamic. Here we go. Cheers. Here's to
Awesome.
the blackberry.
These sessions are going to be once a month, thank God.
Yes, once a month.
For our health.
Not always drinking.
Yes.
Some food and is in the next one. I'll dig it.
Yeah, I
I dig
definitely
that.
dig that.
I dig that.
Oh, I'm glad that I didn't start at too high.
See?
Because I can't go higher than a 10. But I can definitely go higher than a 7. That's an 8.
It's good.
That's an
Yeah,
8.
it's nice.
Oh, man.
See, I'm like, I've started at 5.
Bad boys.
Yeah.
By name and by nature.
Yeah. I started at 5 because I was like, okay,
Not messing about.
if this is the normal cider, then that's going to be where a 5's at. So anything that's a bit
like your
out
logic.
of the ordinary is going to go up from a 5. So I might be a little bit more stingy with my points, but that's because I'm kind of holding out for...
What do you know about these bad boys? Are they... do they have a brewery? Are they...
Yeah, they're massive. So you can look them up online. So badboycider.com. And I think they brew their own stuff. Yeah, I think they've got a brewery somewhere. They must have.
I like you.
They're pretty big. They've been on the BBC. Yeah, they've done lots of festivals and things like that as well. And the lady I spoke to is the lovely Trudy Baker, who has nicely hooked us up with these for this one. We're going to come round to this mulling one, which is a new one that they've got.
We've
out.
got to go inside for that, haven't we?
Where you basically add this to hot cider and it makes like a mull. So it's a mulling syrup and it's a new product that they're bringing out.
You're definitely talking to the wrong camera there.
Am I?
You're
To this one?
you're
Hi.
over there.
I don't know. There we go. Looking at you and I'm like, I don't know. There's all these cameras. There's a camera here. Your face is there. There's a camera there. There we go. Start again.
There he is.
There it is. Yeah. So we'll try that one later.
Nice. Oh, yeah, okay. Now we've got an 8 from me. What were you?
I'm gonna go in with a 7, just because I am a bit more of a harsh critic.
I've really enjoyed it though. That so I've not had cider for a while. It's Christmassy time.
It is Christmassy
I'm having
time.
Baileys. That's my sort of go-to at the
I
minute.
drink a lot of Baileys.
Baileys and whiskey. I'm not
Not together.
drowning myself in it. Isn't that Baileys anyway? Baileys is whiskey.
No.
Yeah.
Is it?
Definitely.
No.
It's a chocolate
Serious?
liqueur, but I'm sure it's
It's Irish
part
cream.
whiskey.
It's
Baileys has got whiskey in it. I'm 100. I'm 99%.
Fact check this.
I'm definitely going to put this in as a disclaimer. I'm
Okay.
not 100%, but 90 something percent.
Okay.
Whiskey is in Baileys,
Alright.
surely. Yeah, that's what I'm going with.
okay.
But as I say, we're long out of summer, so I've not had a cider for a while. And the first time the original hit me, I thought, oh, bloody miss cider. So yeah, I'm enjoying this taster session.
What's the worst like cider you've had? Like in terms of not bad as in like how it tastes, bad as in like the next day, like what the fuck happened bad.
Is cider wise? What's the most obvious choice one?
Old Rosie. That's
I do. Yeah,
I've had a
that's
skinful of
like
that
7%
before.
in
Yeah,
it.
that is like crazy juice.
I mean, yeah, I remember that because I
you
think
don't
it was
remember
Bearded
that.
Theory. Bearded Theory.
Yeah.
I'd started on it, and first of all, I'm really enjoying myself.
Yeah, she's a
and
cruel mistress.
I've just
Like,
tipped,
yeah,
tipped
yeah.
straight away.
Yeah.
It catches you, doesn't
It does, yeah.
3 in, having a great time.
Yeah.
4,
Yeah.
game over.
She's
Done.
a bitch. She's a bitch.
Dusted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one. That's the one that I've had.
I mean, as the worst though, Strongbow's just.
Strongbow, yeah, but Strongbow's like links to the fucking aftershave world, you know? What I
Yeah,
mean? Like,
that's what I'm saying. Because
sorry,
when
Strongbow.
you said the worst, that popped in
Yeah,
my mind.
yeah, not
in
like
terms
the-
of taste, I was
yeah.
thinking, oh my
Or
god.
like the kind of crap you'd wait outside of Londis for
Yeah.
when you're younger, trying to get people to buy you and buy you fags. Did you do that? I used to
there
do
you go.
that. When you used to do things like Haymaker, all that
No,
like
because
stupid names
we'd
like
be
that.
getting the White Storm.
Yes.
And they're about £3,
White
£4.
Lightning, yeah.
Is it White Lightning?
Yeah, White
I thought it was
Lightning.
White Storm. White
There
Lightning.
might be a White Storm like knockoff version.
Yeah,
for
can
sure.
you knock off that? Can
Yeah,
you
that's
even
that's
more knockoff?
Yeah, yeah.
Right. Well, let's go for another question.
Shall I choose
from
one?
your time.
Ba-ba-da-ba-da. Okay. Pick a number between 1 and 4.
4.
Which emotion is the most destructive in my life? Is it anger, regret, or embarrassment?
And I'm picking for you.
Yeah.
Anger, regret, embarrassment. Is it anger?
Probably is anger.
Is it?
Yeah, it's going to be the rage.
I can't imagine you getting embarrassed.
No, I'd shrug that off pretty quickly.
Meeting you quite early on, I thought, oh, this is somebody who's very comfortable in her skin.
Mm-hmm.
Regret, again, I don't know your philosophy, but I don't really have a regret.
No, try not to.
I live my life as honest and as good as I can, authentic in the moment, and if I make a mistake, I know that in that moment I didn't mean to, so I will just learn from it.
Yeah.
Sort of how I operate about it.
It's take the lesson from everything, isn't it? It's like, that's why you can't, you might have something bad that happens or something that doesn't quite add up or goes wrong, and you can regret that it went badly, but you don't regret that it happened.
Yes.
You're like, okay, well, it's happened. It doesn't matter if you can't go, well, I do regret it. I don't. It's not going to change it. But you do take from it, actually, because I will always look for something within something. Maybe I'm a bit daft like that. I'm always like, where's the hidden meaning? There's got to be. And I will. So I'm like, well, that happened, but there's a silver lining. I took this from it. And that's why that happened. That's the teacher in it. That was the lesson.
Yeah. There's always wisdom to be found.
Yeah. Yeah. Like mistakes.
What do you think?
Success.
What do you think mine is out of them 3?
I mean, yours is anger too.
Anger.
Yeah.
Anger, regret, and what was the last one?
Embarrassment.
Yeah, it's anger.
Yeah, I was going to say,
definitely.
I don't think you've just said no regrets. I'm like, there we go. You're not
ruin
an
the game
embarrassed
again.
person. And it would be like the same growing up, being angry, that kind of, that, because I know about your backstory as well. So that would like stem into that. That would make sense.
Where do you think your anger come from most sharply? No pun intended.
I would say growing up.
Yeah.
Yeah, being just
Judged.
not understood, misunderstood, and then kind of, picked on for it, and then it all kind of goes from there. You start to think like, why is this happening to me?
Do you feel though, because what's the question?
Which emotion is the most destructive in my life?
Do you really feel it destructs your life though? Because I've seen you channel that assertiveness quite well in moments. So I suppose it's saying which is the most. Yeah. And if the other two don't,
the other two,
that's it.
Yeah.
But I suppose it is balanced with the anger.
Yeah.
It's definitely helped me out in a lot of situations.
It's good for venting. But I've realised this. So I had like a thing where I was trying to get, boring story. I was like trying to get like some shelves. My dad brought me a TV, and thanks for the TV. But the TV legs are really wide, so it doesn't fit on the thing I've got. And then I was like, right, now I've got to find a fucking TV stand that fits in the... And I'm there like, oh, for God's sake, Dad. And like proper losing it. And then I was just there like, for fuck. And that's it, it's spent. It's done. It's like, okay, so you've had your hissy fit, right?
Yeah.
It's lasted 10 seconds. Now what? So find a TV stand. Then you just go find the TV stand. Like, there's no point in like getting bent out of shape and up and that kind of thing. Just whatever you need to let the steam off. It's out. It's done.
I suppose that's rage when it gets into that way. It's irrational.
Yeah.
Because I've been to events where people were being really elusive and just again, it comes back to that not knowing where I stand.
Yes, I'm like that with people.
And
people are playing fucking games with me. I don't like this shit. Like, show me your face.
So my anger comes out to a degree, but I'm going, right, we're going to do this, then I'm going to do that, and we're going to do this. That's how it's going to go. And I know that sounds angry, but it actually achieves something. It brings something out.
As you pulling something from it, then you're just like, yes or no. That's it. There you go.
So it's really funny, that question, because destructive, yes, but I also think it's one of the most beneficial in my life. So that really is the bittersweetness of it.
It's the get shit done drive, isn't it?
I like this game. I like these drinks.
It's good.
I'm having a good time.
I'm having a good time.
Let's have another.
Right, what we got next?
Okay, we've got cherry.
Now I'm... hello, microphone. I'm excited about this one.
that is out of all of them,
Yeah.
the one that I was thinking, oh, I wonder what that was going to be like. Because
This one's
mango
the
I've
wild
had,
card for me.
rhubarb I've had, strawberry, all the tastes so far, but cherry, I can't remember having a cherry drink for a long, long time. Apart from
No.
Cherryade when I was about 12. Or...
Cherry Lambrini.
No, never. No,
You're
no.
not a Lambrini girl, Mike.
All the others definitely had in some way or another, in a gin or whatever, but cherry, that was the one that sprung out to me. So,
I've never had mango cider.
oh,
Ever.
mango cider.
Right.
Yeah, it's quite
Here we go.
common one nowadays. I like it. My voice gets very low in this moment and just telling.
There we go.
Feel like a commentator
So you want to do the when?
doing the pool. Snooker. Yeah, that blood. What am I doing? I was too in my head thinking
Sorry,
about
so tomorrow is
the
Sunday.
questions.
Well, today is Sunday, sorry. Tomorrow is Monday. At work. I'll have a bit more of this one because I kind of dig it.
I've got work at 4 p.m. tomorrow.
4 p.m?
Yeah. Start late.
What is that? I finish at
It's what I want.
4 p.m.
Nice. Cherry. Let's go.
Cheers.
Okay, I've
Here's
had
to
a
cherry.
7 and an 8. You have to wait
Yeah, for
a
the
lot
sour bit.
longer
Yeah.
for the cherry to kick
Yeah.
in then.
Yeah.
I feel they've done it all in a good way, because instead of just being really sickly
Yeah.
and getting smashed by all the different berries and different sweet tastes, they've gently hinted it in.
It's not packed with sugar. I think
Right.
that's the difference. Like other ones are
It's
really
very
sugary.
telling.
Yeah, because sugar makes the alcohol go into your system faster.
Yes.
That's why with absinthe they used to do it with the sugar cube because it will get you wrecked.
And is that
faster.
something to do with the hangover as well? The next day, why you feel I've heard why you feel so dehydrated is partly
That
to
would
do
be
with the sugar.
salts. I don't know. I know that the sugar and caffeine and alcohol, when they're selling a product, normally go together, but it is a recipe for disaster. You're going to be shit-faced and you're going to feel bad in the morning.
Yes.
But that's not packed with loads of sugar. It tastes
Right.
like
Now,
natural.
I can't remember what it was, but it was a personal trainer friend that was telling me why you have higher percentage drinks, and again, the sugar content in certain wines and ciders and so on is why the aftermath feels so rough for you.
That
To
would
do
make
with how the
sense.
alcohol works
Yeah,
together.
because they ferment
But yeah,
alcohol with sugar.
okay.
This is a whole lot. What
This
the
really, do you know when we said we're
fuck?
going to give Drunken Philosophy?
Yeah.
I thought it was going to come within the questions.
No, it's coming from the drink.
Yeah.
This is good. No, we're fine. Whatever gets legs, we'll run with it. We'll run with the legs. But yeah, they use sugar to make alcohol. But then I think when they add the sugar to the alcohol, that's why, like things like Strongbow.
Yeah.
It tastes like, like Harry. It's got that Haribo kind of taste. When you have that black fruit stuff, you can smell it across the room when someone's got that. It does not smell nice. But this is clean.
That is
I
the
like
most
clean.
perfect way of describing it.
It's clean.
Fresh.
Yeah,
Freshness.
it's good. Yeah, I like this.
Thank you, bad boys.
Bad boys for life. There's no going back now. Yeah, I like this one.
Wow. Okay, that's up there too. It's not tipped the post. It's a leveler for me.
Yeah.
And it's another 8. I know maybe in another taster sessions when we pick something I'm not really into, I might start on a lower marker, but
Yeah.
cider today is winning the game.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it. So I'm a 7.8. That's where I'm at. Where are you at?
I'm giving this one an 8.
You going up?
Yeah.
Up in, so you were a 5, 7 and an 8.
Yeah.
I'm doing well keeping track
Yeah,
too.
you are. I should write this down.
Oh yeah, it's all up here, love. We'll be right. Okay, another question.
Another card, another question. Let's go.
Here we go. I'll do what you did last time.
Okay.
Pick 1 to 4.
3.
If I were a spy, which would I find hardest? the risk of being exposed, not being able to tell anyone, having to obey orders without question.
That's bloody last one, isn't it? It's the orders without question. Come on.
You're the same.
No. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's that one.
Okay, so if I were a spy, which would I find hardest? Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
It would be obeying orders without question.
Yeah.
The risk of being exposed, I mean, yeah, I'd be bothered.
But yes, what would be the risk? Like, if it was the risk, like, you're going to get fucking shot and your family are all going to be shot, then, like, big risk. But if it's
Definitely.
like, oh, you caught me.
Oh, and that, I suppose,
What's the risk?
what you just said then is quite
Yeah.
interesting, because that means I'm quite
Are
egoic.
we Russian spy? Like, what kind of fucking spy?
But you're right. That's
Cody Banks,
the,
you know.
the
what are we
risk of
doing?
being exposed. You just said something I've not thought about, but yeah, if your family are
Yeah.
in jeopardy,
Yeah, it's not just you.
but that should be the hardest then.
Yeah.
If you're not being egoic,
Yeah.
then that'd be really important to
Yeah.
you. But it's not. The hardest for me is the obeying orders. So it's sort of telling on my character a bit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I should have been a bit more like, oh, the hardest thing for me would be being exposed, because then they'd find out my daughter
Yeah.
and they'd find out me partner. But I've not gone there, so I feel a bit bad. I feel
Don't
guilty
feel bad.
now.
Don't feel bad. Context is everything. And we create our own context on these. They don't say, you know, you're working for the Russian embassy. And
I know, but I do.
but if it did,
because we are learning about our emotional intelligence.
Yes.
So you've brought in a good dynamic to it. But let's create that. You're 007. I've watched the recent
I'd
one.
kill myself if I was 007, I'll be honest. Like, let's be serious. Like, if I knew 007 in real life, I would not want to be friends with him. The guy's a dickhead.
not
No, he's a
vibing it.
dickhead.
Well,
He's a dickhead.
And I'm not going to do any spoilers, but yeah, you could be 007 now.
Oh, it's going to be a woman.
Maybe. I think that's quite a known thing anyway. That was a lot of controversy recently
Okay.
about, is he going to be black? Is he going to be a woman? Is it going to be this? I've not built up my botherment towards that. And the hard hitters are saying, well, can't we just stick with the book? The book is built on this gentleman, British.
He's not a gentleman.
No, he's definitely
He's not a
He's
gentleman.
a bit of
He's a dickhead.
slag.
He's just a dickhead. Like, you know,
Naughty
someone was there
boy.
like, flashy watch, check out my car. Yeah, banged her last night. I did it. You'd just be there like, this guy is a twat.
Absolute
I would not want to
bonkers.
be friends with him.
Okay, but we've built the story.
Yeah.
We're James Bond. We are a spy, and realistically, if you get exposed, you're gonna lose a lot about you. You're gonna lose your family, probably lose your life. And now,
Then it's the exposed.
yeah, the risk of being exposed, not being able to tell anyone.
I don't care about that.
I'd tell everyone. That's my problem.
But then you'd be exposed.
So that'd be that'd be the hardest to
Everyone's
me.
dead. You wouldn't do that.
I'm too trusting.
You wouldn't do that. You wouldn't tell.
I'd tell everyone. I
you
really would.
wouldn't.
I would.
You
I promise you.
wouldn't.
No, honestly,
Really?
I'm telling you. Yeah.
Even if
I
it meant your
really would.
family would die.
No, meaning
You'd be like,
I know,
guess
no,
what?
because I just trust people. That's a part of my
Facebook status. I am a
emotional
spy.
side.
Here's a picture of me spying on people.
No, I'd be at the gym, and then I'd just be hanging around with people, and I'd go, by the way, like,
What do you get up to on the weekend?
Yeah.
Oh, you're not going to believe this.
this is a part of the side of my nature. I like to go and find risky situations and
Even
jump
if it
from
meant-
cliffs and be
even
in submarines.
If it meant that people would get hurt, you would
Well, this is just
still not be able to zip it.
But
You'd
what
be
it's
like,
saying is, which would you find hardest?
Right.
And not telling anyone, I would struggle.
Would you not feel
Genuinely.
smug? You'd be like,
I'd want to know.
anyone think there's a spy around here? You sat there like,
We know which ones they are, but I think the fact we've dissected
Mm-hmm.
and we've gone into it all, it's good because we've seen what each one sort of means when you're looking at the emotional intelligence side of it. Because the risk of being exposed, you daring to put people in jeopardy, your family and loved ones, the not being able to tell anyone means, again, it's quite egoic. You want to let everybody know you're the shit.
And also, another little dimension to that could be, if you can't tell people, then you might start to get questions that you can't answer honestly. So then they're like, they start to think there's something else you know, like, you're lying to me, like, you know. So if you were in a relationship and they were like, you know, where do you keep on going? You keep on disappearing, and then you know, weird things. And then you can't be completely honest and just be like, it'd be so much simpler if I could just say, look, love, I'm a spy.
Yeah.
But you're having to make up all
Can't
these
even let your partner know.
Weird stories all the time, or, you know, whoever. Or if you're a spy, you wouldn't have a 9 till 5. But
yeah,
you know, where were you earlier on at work? Just, well, I had to go do some spy shit. Like,
so we both pick C though. Does that? Are we basically stubborn? Is that what it is?
Yeah, with the rules one, I think, like, it just makes me think of, like, when people are. I'm gonna maybe get a bit of, like, this. So, like, army.
Yeah.
Like, the one thing for
Militant
me,
behaviour.
yeah, that kind of, I would never be able to do that, because as soon as someone was like, right, I want you to go and do this, like, that's cool. Like, I get that at work anyway, go and do this. I have things I have to do, I have roles to fulfill. But when there was an attachment to it that I didn't agree with, so, like, blindly following an order.
Yeah.
You know, I want you to do this. And it's like, well, why am I doing that? Oh, it's because, you know, the real reason is something where you're like, that's fucked. Then I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
I want to be able to turn around and say, no, I'm not doing that because that's fucked, or that's stupid, or I don't agree with it. And if I couldn't do that, there's no way I'd be doing it.
Yeah. But then it would make it much too hard for people to be free thinkers in that organisation.
Yeah.
Because then not much would get achieved, because everyone would be questioning to the next T.
Yeah.
And you kind of do need hierarchical structures, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we know who we are.
Yeah.
So we don't want to just blindly follow and just obey orders for anything. But also we wouldn't be very good spies, because you have to. Unless James Bond is a bit unorthodox, isn't he?
Just a little bit. Like,
he gets the mission done.
Isn't there, like, a scene where he goes into a shower and rapes a woman?
No.
Like, someone said that that's pretty much what happens. Like, someone's in the show, just goes in, just like, oh yeah, just do that. Leave it now. No?
I've not seen that.
No?
I've my granddad was really
I've
into
not seen
them
any of it.
back in the days. And I think anything in that, like, the sexual regard, it's definitely consensual. But if he'd went in, it's because he's seeing that person, and it was probably like a surprise. Oh, James, I didn't know you were here. But he just always turns up, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And then they consensually enjoy one
There's
another.
another one where he, like, killed her husband, and then like next time he's like shagging her.
Oh man.
It's like, sorry about your
Bond.
husband. Come here, let me comfort you.
No, it's a good escapism for me. Bonds, they get better through time. I don't know if you've ever done this before, but where you nostalgically look back at a film that you think you really enjoy.
Yes, and then it's not that good.
It's shocking.
Yeah.
I did that with James Bond.
Well, I'm not surprised. Sorry, I'm on the
I love them, but it was just the bad acting of.
Was it Pierce Brosnan?
It might have been even before. I can't think of all the James Bonds. I know there's like Roger Moore and a few others, but it was a really old one. And they're just missing the faces when they're punching and so on, like by a good foot. And
Are they stamping their foot as they do it?
I think so. Yeah, making ridiculous Foley noises as well. But yeah, I was absolutely gutted, because I was watching it with my granddad, thinking this is going to be a lovely moment together. Back in the day, 7 years old. Oh, granddad, can we watch James Bond? Yeah, of course we can, mate. 20-something-year-old Mikey, can we watch James Bond? Oh shit, I'm stuck in this now. Yeah, that was what I remember. That question took us somewhere, didn't it?
That's good.
It's a good question.
Good. Yeah, I like it. I like this game.
Should we go with mango?
Let's go with a mango. So
awesome.
Again, this for me is the wild card, because mango and apple.
Mango and apple
aren't normally something where someone's like, do you want mango and apple? I'll be like, I don't know if I want mango and apple, because it sounds weird, but you've been here before.
Mango cider is quite it's a new revolutionary one, but it's being deployed all over.
Okay.
I've heard a lot of mango ciders. Yeah,
I realised that I didn't read out the blurb for the last one, so I'll make sure I do for this one. So this is going to be delightfully crisp and fruity with a massive mango mouthful. Check out that alliteration. Good
going. Straight
Try
out.
saying that after 5 of these.
What are we in? We 3 deep.
We
We're
are 3 deep.
Beautiful. Number
I mean,
4.
We're not doing bad. Okay.
We're having a wild time on this bass. Here we go.
There we go.
Beautiful.
We'll do the when game. You're the master of your own destiny.
Don't hide it from me then. It's overflowing. Yes.
Yeah, my leg's covered in it. You didn't say stop.
What do you think to my
gonna go
portions?
with
Are they decent?
I could see that you were doing that. I love that with people with drinks. I love watching them pour them and they start looking at yours and they'll pour a bit more and they take it away. And then you get like this paranoid. And
Very telling.
I do it as well, where I'll be like, oh, is that too much? Do they think that I'm stingy? Do they think I'm an alky? Do they think that's too much? A little?
I nearly went for it then. I was, oh no, don't break the tradition of this one encounter so far. But we have to cheers. I like it.
Here's to
Here we
mango.
go.
I'm sniffing. It smells nice. It smells like sweets.
Oh,
I dig this. I dig this. Hello.
Okay, you took me somewhere else.
Hello. Yeah, I dig this.
You mentioned sweets, and I think that
It smells like jelly sweets.
definitely opened a few doors that I wasn't ready for there.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Uh-huh.
Hold on. Did that taste hit you as hard as it hit me? I was because the way that it's been going, the tastes have been quite natural.
Yeah.
And very sort of gentle.
Yeah.
And this just hit me
Yeah.
really, like, completely in a different way.
And that says it. Oh, it even says it, doesn't it? It's a massive mango mouthful.
I really like it.
I like it.
I couldn't have much.
No, I was thinking
That's
that.
the
I was
end
like,
of the
it's
nighter.
sitting here. I'm aware that I've had it. Whereas the other ones, it was like, hello, hello,
It's-
hello. This one's like, I am inside
This
you.
is
That sounds
James
right.
Bond.
It's James Bond fucking cider. It's just like mango has entered
Honestly,
the room.
That yeah, it's took over my palate a little. It's come and disrupted everything. I was taking control, and now it's like, I'm here, baby. We're ready for play. Really enjoy it.
Yeah.
But genuinely, I'd have it after all. I'm thinking of Christmas dinner now, but
It's
I've
a
had a big
bedtime.
Christmas dinner,
It's the bedtime one, isn't it?
and that's the finisher.
Yeah.
Half a pint, I'm away.
Yeah.
It's back on the 7. It's too much for me.
Yeah?
It's back with the original. Yeah, I like it. Not too much.
I'm 7 in it.
Why you look so shocked at me for 7 then?
I thought you'd go lower. Well, my last one was 8.
Okay.
So I give the cherry the 8.
No, because I didn't not like it though. It's again, it'd be like having Baileys, but I
Yeah.
only want one Baileys before bed.
So Bailey's.
So it's my only reference point at the minute. I'm having a lot of Baileys.
He's into Bailey's.
I really
He's
love
into
it.
Bailey's. Yeah.
You know that whiskey liqueur.
I don't think it is.
I'm
I
looking
think
for-
it's brandy.
I'm looking forward to finding out.
I
got-
think it's brandy because it's quite
I've got high
sweet.
hopes.
It's sweet, isn't it? So it's got to be sweet with
Whiskey-based
cream.
liqueur. I could really quickly find out now. Do you want me to find out?
I think you should, yeah.
Okay, hold on.
There we go.
This is riveting for the Spotify listeners. Do I start off with is Bailey's
What is Bailey's? Question mark.
whiskey?
No, you can't put the
Because
keyword.
it'll be a yes or no anyway. Whiskey and Bailey's. Oh, okay, maybe not. Okay, what is Bailey's then?
Brandy and cream, I think.
What is Bailey's? Okay, Bailey's Irish Cream is an Irish cream liqueur, an alcoholic drink flavoured with cream cocoa and Irish whiskey.
Hey!
I knew it somewhere or another.
There we go.
I find facts from the back of my mind and then pluck them out when
That's
needed.
Good, that's good. It's good.
It was old school. Is it from me? It's from you.
It's from
Your
me.
question time.
Okay, let's get sussed. Between 1 and 4?
2.
Okay. If jumping to conclusions was a sport, I'd win a gold medal, a bronze medal, or a silver medal.
Okay. Again, this is very telling.
This is going to be hard.
I would imagine you do jump the gun. I think you you're not quite gold, you're a silver.
Yeah, definitely.
You give people a chance.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
you've got a slight suspicion.
I am. Yeah, assume the worst in most things. Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
It prepares you for the worst, doesn't it?
It does.
So,
and that way you're always kind of impressed. It's always a bit better, isn't it? If you're like, oh, it's going to be that bad, or it's not really. And then you're like, that's good.
yeah.
Sets yourself up to win, sort of. Right, which one will I say you are? I don't know, you seem pretty chill, but I would say that maybe you're the same.
I think you bang on.
Yeah.
I think, yeah. These questions are tricky, aren't they? Because as this sort of person, some people may call it bipolar, but I do vary very much within my life and within the days. At times when I'm not around people loads, and I wonder, why are they not getting in touch with me? I've jumped gun. I'm like, I must have done this, I must have done that.
They don't like me, or it wasn't good enough.
I've completely built up a story that isn't.
Yeah.
And I've been, I must say, gold.
Yeah.
I've been a gold badge on that. But then, mostly, I do feel mostly, when I'm in a happy, what I want to call my most content state, I'm definitely a bronze because I try not to overthink anything.
Try and be rational.
Try and be relaxed and rational, and just, even if that is the case, I stop the thinking shut.
Yeah.
I don't let it get away with itself. I just stop thinking and try and present myself. So mainly, I think I'm a bronze.
Yeah.
I go to silver when life starts sort of taking over and I get a bit thinky. But I'm 100%. I've definitely played gold before, and I've just thought everyone was against me for a bit. Very unwise.
Normal. Yeah. That's normal. I think everyone has those moments. Yeah. I have my silver moments would be like the 4 a.m. moments where your brain's like, let's fucking think about it. You're like, no, why are we doing this? Like, what's this 4 a.m. brain? Don't like it. But most of the time, I'd say around a bronze.
I mean, mostly conversations come back to being balanced. But has there been times where you've been gold?
Oh yeah, I've been like Oscar gold.
Yeah.
Like they're like, and I want to thank me and me for completely fucking this up. Yeah, definitely.
Or have you ever done a situation where you've been gold and you were completely wrong about a situation? Can you remember anything?
I'm trying to think now.
I've done it again for this is so we're talking about assumption. I thought I was going to be picked for a rugby team once. I was playing a lot of rugby, and I was so sure, and I've gone in all my kit and I told everybody about it because I've always played for this team. And then we had a certain competition and I didn't get picked, and just that, assuming you're going to get picked for something, turning up, that expectation, that hit me hard when I wasn't picked.
I bet it did.
Yeah, that was, I was only 14 or something, and it stopped me playing rugby.
Why did it stop you?
Just because I was a young, the confidence wasn't there. Struggled with validation anyway in my life, so that was a big moment. I was basically spotted for NLD, which is Nottinghamshire, Leicestershire and Derbyshire, because I used to play for Derby, and the Derbyshire squad picked me, and I played for Derbyshire for a bit.
Yeah.
And then the full county squad got me, and I was so excited. I've gone in full kit, I've whacked it all out, but when I turned up, everyone was mountainous, just absolutely archetypal rugby players, and I wasn't quite that level, so I just sat on a bench for the whole game in the cold on a dark night, and I never actually got on the pitch for an NLD team. Just picked me to sit me on a bench. Are you right?
It's a pathetic fallacy.
Yeah, but I would have had more opportunities with them, but I did the silly boy thing.
You cut your nose off to spite your face.
Exactly. I'm not going to play anymore. I've matured. I'm a bit older now, but ruined an opportunity for myself. I learnt from it.
Yeah, no, that's important, isn't it? Because otherwise, if you just go, I'm not going to do that ever again, then you always get back on the bike, so to speak. I'm trying to think. So, because you said about being a kid, so I was thinking one thing that came to mind is we used to have like these plays at school every year, and I'd been in a few of them, and I really thought that I was gonna, be. I think it was Alice in Wonderland or
Oh,
something
you were
like
going to be
that.
Alice.
I'll get to that. I can't remember if it was Alice. My parents will remember it. So I didn't. I didn't get it. And because my pride was so big about not getting it, I lied to my mum and to my dad and told them that I was in the school play, recited the lines, played the fucking game. I was in the school play.
Wow.
They went to watch me in the school play. I was in the choir. Yeah.
Oh,
and then,
so you built up all their expectations.
yeah, but I don't know.
as well.
As a child,
Yeah,
I'm like,
cool.
obviously, I didn't think about, where's the line going with this, right?
Yeah.
I
You were
was
just being creative though. You were thinking all the way through. Ooh, but
and then I was there
if
like,
she
shit.
drops out.
yeah, like start breaking
Dude.
people's knees,
Dude,
maybe
honestly,
like poisoning
from
food.
misery.
Yeah, and like, yeah, that's how I got
mate.
caught. Yeah, got
As a
caught.
kid, you're so gullible to
Yeah.
how far you can
Yeah,
take
you're
a
like,
lie.
this is a good idea. And then you get to it's like
all the way through.
It's like a Zippy from Rainbow. You have that like old Jeffrey moment
Yeah,
where you're like, oh
Jeffrey.
shit, what have I done? Like I can't go back from that. Yeah,
Dude,
so I
honestly,
can think of that one.
the amount of moments where I told a lie, and even during the unraveling of the lie, I'm thinking, I can get through this. I can definitely get through it. There's 100%, there's a turnaround for me in this moment, and everyone's just looking at me like, just tell us, please.
Yeah, just keep on going. The operatics of it
no
all.
idea why
what
this
happened was
branched out.
this.
Because I did a bit of drama when I was young, and I got excited about the reality that wasn't.
Yeah.
So you try and create it all the time, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an only child thing as well.
Mine was such silly things.
Uh-huh.
Being like a year older. Just told people I was a year older.
I did that as well when I was
Yeah,
younger. I did that. I lied about my age.
I
And
think
the
it's
girl
just being
told the
different.
guy, she was like, oh no, she's at my school. And I was like, oh, fuck that shit. Oh, no, it's all right. But then I just looked like a massive liar.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
There's probably an element in it we just needed to learn from.
Yeah.
It was important to
It was.
do that. And
It was.
go through those heart-wrenching,
Cringy,
cringy, like
awful.
everything just feels in the stomach, and you go, "Oh, I'm being found out right now, this second,
Yeah.
and there's nothing I can
No,
do about it."
there's nowhere to hide. Can't tell a lie.
Oh well, you live and you learn. Okay, next beer,
Next beer. Next cider.
next side. Oh,
Next
God,
cider. It's not beer.
No,
It's cider. It's
can't
all
even
right.
have
He's
beer.
had some.
Don't know
He's
why
not
that's an
allowed
addiction.
It. He's not allowed it. This is cloudy rhubarb. So I am actually. This is one that I'm
Buzzing for.
I'm happy for. Yeah.
100% ready for.
So this one is tart with a hint of sweetness and a big mouthful of rhubarb. Okay.
See, I like rhubarb
I love rhubarb.
as on its own.
Yes, just cooked.
Yeah.
Just baked with a bit of sugar
Crumble.
on top is actually sublime, and some Greek yogurt on top of that.
Yeah.
It is the Rick Ross.
So I'm not sure I'm gonna vibe with it as a drink, but I'm optimistic again. I
Okay.
think there's chance.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Say
And when?
That's a good grip.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna have
I
a
don't
bit
like
more of this
rhubarb that much.
Yeah, he usually likes rhubarb.
What game am I playing?
I'm gonna have some of this. This is what I am genuinely like. Yes.
Oh God, I nearly did it again. I didn't taste it. Don't worry. Yeah, I've completely hashing this. Oh, you went for a big gulp
went
as
for
well.
a
Yeah,
big
you've
one.
gone it.
I
Okay,
told
you're
you, I'm
trusting
excited
of
about
rhubarb.
this one.
Okay.
Come on, rhubarb.
Do we smell first again?
Yeah.
I think.
I mean, I've got a cold still, but what it's worth.
Yeah.
It smells good.
It smells cidery.
Mikey's nailing it.
Okay. It was very the aftertaste. It was gentle, and I didn't get hit with it
No.
immediately.
It's subtle.
Subtle.
It's very subtle.
It's taken me back to the first one, really. What do you think?
Honestly, I'd like more rhubarb.
I thought so too.
I would like more
I
rhubarb.
thought so too.
I would really like more rhubarb.
I mean, we've really backed the big boys. We're
It's good.
we're complimentary, but if I can give them any critique, it's with your rhubarb one.
More rhubarb with the rhubarb,
Pop in
please.
a stem or two.
Yeah. Yeah, because you're right. It tastes...
It's the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not quite got enough impact.
Yeah.
But I really enjoyed the first one. But because I'm expecting something other, it's laid it down to a 6 for me. Because it was the expectation. I was wanting an after something other. And they set themselves up for that. That utter failure. You're not a failure. You just need to up the rhubarb.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. That's where I'm at with it.
More rhubarb.
What are you giving it?
Were
you let down?
I had high hopes for this.
Okay. Yeah, I saw your face. It was very telling in the face.
I had really high hopes for this.
Are you on a similar accord where because you built yourself up for it, it's lowered the mark considerably?
Maybe that's not the right. Maybe I'm expecting too much. Dun, 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 dun. But no, it says rhubarb, so I'm like,
yeah, there you go.
Show me the rhubarb.
Amen. I'm with you. I again really have enjoyed all of them so far, but they took me on a roller coaster and a ride, and that one was one where I thought, oh no, I was excited to feel this completely different taste and element that I was going to introduce and talk about, but now I can't because it was the same as the first.
Yeah, it's
really.
like what was supposed to be there didn't quite turn up.
Yeah.
I've been catfished.
I've been there before. Have you heard that other term for catfish?
No.
I get called it a lot.
What is it?
Hatfished.
I love it.
Yeah, it's slaphead, and people are like, "Yo, you've hatfished me." I'm like, "Motherfuckers."
I had that with a guy once. I made him take his hat off. I knew what
Really?
was underneath there. I was like, just fucking
Well,
show me the
weren't
comb
ready
over.
for-
Show me the fucking comb over. And he did. I was just like,
Did he have one of them Danny DeVitos?
There was like long curly hair, but you could tell like
It was
something. Every
brushed
picture there was
over.
always. It's just like there's some. Why has this fucker got this cap all the time? Why is it always in that way? Why? And so I was just like, take the cap off.
Yeah,
Freeze, put 'em up.
I'm quoting all my mates from the gym, people that have known me for years, and they're all like, "Dude, you hatfished me." I'm going, I just like hats. It gets cold in the winter as well. I need beanies on, but I try and wear them up now so people get the idea where it's going. Do you know if I wear them at the top, then they can see the baldness starting to creep. If you have them all down past your ear, anything could be going on up there.
But why do you? But
Because I want to hatfish people, so I wear them like a sailor.
okay.
Or a fisherman,
E17.
fisherman kind of guy.
Sounds up for your head.
I'm talking more towards the beanies.
Okay.
And do you know how you get a beanie?
Oh, you can roll them up.
And then you roll it up once. I do it 3 times now, and it sits on top of the ears, and people get the idea. That's my theory, anyway.
Oh, I don't think like if you were like dating or whatever, or you were going for like a job at a hairdresser's or something like that was hair related. I don't think you need to worry about that, Mike.
It's not really a big worry or
Someone's
neurosis.
like, you've hatfished me. I'd be like,
it's just for mates, really. I just wear it, and I think if I've got it up there, and do you know what? The doing of that, a lot more airflow.
okay.
Touching the ears, and apparently, do you know when you're really hot and you put water on the back of your wrist, cools you down?
Yeah.
I think we've not really thought about the ears yet, and the ears have really cooled me down recently.
As an extremity.
Yeah, do you know when I've got a beanie on over the ears, I get far too hot, far too quickly, and now up a little bit. I could have one on now. Could be fine.
My ears get cold. My nose gets cold as well. I get cold nose.
Really?
Yeah, cold nose and cold ears.
And then it starts running.
Yeah, is it running now?
No, it's fine.
You're trying to like code run. It's on the run. It's on the run.
Right, is it my turn?
It is your turn.
Okay, here we go. Should we do the 1 to 4 again? I like that.
1 to 4.
Yes.
Shall I go in with a number 1?
Which am I most likely to do to overcome my anxiety? Exercise, turn to someone for advice, meditate.
Exercise.
For me,
Yes. 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
okay.
I'm at the gym.
Yeah. Used to play rugby, been at gym. For you, is gonna have to be exercise as well, isn't
You're
it?
right. Yes,
I
you
like
are right.
this game.
You
So-
are right. You are right.
I do wish that I meditate.
I can't do it.
I wish I could fall to that a bit more.
I can't do it.
I feel like it'd be a vital, integral part of me maturing and feeling a little bit more free, meditation, but I do really struggle with it
I do.
for some reason.
It's the whole so they call it chattering chimp, don't they? Or like the muttering monkey or whatever. the fuck it
Muttering
is.
monkey, chattering
Yeah,
chimp.
it's like we have this noise in our head.
I don't know, I just love it because I was thinking there's so much scope for both of those names.
Yeah. There's something like that. It's to do with the monkey, and it's
Okay.
so the Buddhists say,
It's always the monkey.
and it's yeah,
Monkey mind.
It's the monkey mind.
Yeah, the
That's
monkey
it.
mind.
Yeah. So it's like more
Chattering
monkey.
chimp,
Yeah.
muttering monkey, monkey
That's right.
mind.
These are all names of beers that we're not bringing out.
Yeah.
But yeah, and it's being able to switch that off. And again, it's like when you're overthinking, or if you think, that that's happened because of that, and you end up going, bits of Fred, and it's all gone to whatever. It's like bringing things back in and blocking out that negative, or blocking out things that are a bit irrational or not quite necessary to be fretted about or thought about.
So, what do you think each one of these is suggesting in terms of your emotional intelligence?
I don't know. That's an interesting one, actually.
I suppose exercise means I'm finding my solace from the external world.
Yeah.
I think is really important. The
Yeah.
mind, body, soul sort of thing.
Yeah.
So my body side's being met.
Yeah.
And I'm out there and I'm blasting away, punching a bag, getting through a gruesome workout. That feels optimal and perfect for me. But then the talking to somebody for advice, I suppose those people, again, seek it from others, really.
Yeah.
You want to find answers, and you can't necessarily search from within, so you're after it from other people. And then the meditation, again, is having to, unfortunately, sit with self and go from within.
Yeah.
And go through all that sort of hardship and the darkness and all that to root out what you want. So one's external, the other's external, and one's very internal. That makes sense.
Yeah.
But the exercise one is internal external.
Yes.
Because you've got to drive yourself through it, but it's in an external world. You're physically pushing yourself through. The meditation one is literally you sitting there and going through thought and going through the very internal world.
But sometimes it's not like it's the switching off from.
Yes.
So it could, I'm gonna switch off from all
Well,
those things.
that's the objective, isn't it?
Yeah.
But a friend explained it to me once, and he said, for people with mental health, it's what a lot of people do is they build a house, but they don't ever go into the basement and fix everything out. So they're just on top and building and painting the windows, but it's like your house is falling down.
Yeah, because the.
And they won't go into the basement and put all the supporting
No,
walls
that's
up
true.
and
That's
stuff.
just like when you go therapy. Like it's about dealing with the
Going into the
you
dark.
got all the bodies and shit, the skeletons in the closet, they're underneath the fucking floorboards.
Yeah.
They're rotting. You're there like, what are we gonna do about this? Like, but yeah, you've got to go through and gutter it and get it all
Yes.
out in order for it all to be
Build good foundations.
better again. Yeah.
So yeah, that is true. But then to get to that half an hour meditation of free of mind, you're going through all that. So you're in the dark. So I think I'd like to incorporate more of that. And again, it's not bad to go to people to ask for advice.
I go and ask advice from people all
it's
the
good
time.
because then you're receptive and you're open.
And it's good because the way I've always said it to be, it's like I've got some friends who don't have many friends, and I can't get over it. I'm like, what? Like the more heads the beast has, the more powerful it is. Like you go and speak to different people, you get a different opinion. How have you dealt with that? How have you dealt with that? What would you do to that? And then you look at all of what you've got and you go, okay, based on my findings, like this is the route I'm going to take, or I'm going to try and do this because it just makes sense. Whereas if you just went at everything you're just going to learn. You're going to make mistakes that you don't necessarily have to make if you're just taking the time to have a 5-minute conversation with someone about it.
Yeah. It's good to show that you're vulnerable and being vulnerable with somebody else. And if you completely can't see that as a thing to consider, then maybe it is important to look at that.
Yeah.
But just as a first scope, I just need to find it in somebody else. I need to find an answer somebody. Yeah. Always in somebody else when you've already got the answer within you. Yeah. Then you're probably never going to pluck it out.
No, I'd say more like if you went to someone with a dilemma and you were like, okay, I need some advice. What's the best thing to do? Or, say it's like buying a house or, that kind of, I've never done it before. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I don't want to make a mess of it. Don't you rent houses out? I'm going to go talk to that guy. I'm not going to try because I know that I'm going to make a mess of it. Yeah. So.
That's very telling. And nice card. We're very similar, aren't we? Mm-hmm. we keep picking similar ones. Nice. You're my mate. Okay. What we on?
We are on a strawberry and lime cider.
This can go one or two ways. This is I've had in the past, again, talking from Strongbow wise, but really sickly.
Fuck Strongbow.
Yeah, so
it's all about bad boys.
It's definitely all about bad boys.
I want to say I'm excited about this one, but I was excited about the last one and it didn't. So I'm
no
not
more expectations.
No more expectations. I'm going to be excited about this. It's going to be rubbish.
Just pure enjoyment.
It's going to be the worst.
Yeah.
It's going to be the worst thing I've drank.
Build
in my
yourself
life.
up. You can only go up from here.
Exactly. So just lower everything. Say when. You ready, baby?
Yeah, I'm ready. Yeah, when?
There we go.
Nice. I think I've fairly smaller. I've been
not judging you.
I've been pretty consistent throughout.
I'm going to go for a bigger one with this one.
Okay.
I am excited about this one. It smells like how I want it to taste.
Yeah,
it smells
definitely
how I want it to taste.
Got something.
It smells great
about it.
Yeah, this is the one for me. This is the one for me.
Whoa, yeah. You took me there. Welcome to the jungle.
It's good, isn't it?
100%. Yeah, that's really good.
That's good.
That's really, really good.
Yes, this is the good one. This is the one that I'm taking home.
Oh, my life. Hold on. Oh, wow. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Wham bam, strawberry jam. You can smell it and taste it.
Now you've said that as well, you've taken me to strawberry jam. Mm-hmm. But again, I was worried about the sickliness of it. Mm-hmm. But maybe you're right about the sugary content. Yeah. Because it's so low. I feel. I'm not going to say healthy drinking it, but I feel a sense of.
It's a healthy
purity.
Drink. Yeah. If you're going to drink anything and you want to be healthy, you want to be drinking this cider.
No, definitely very, very pure in its essence.
This is the showstopper for me.
Where's this taken me to? Yeah, I think I'm foraging in the Amazon.
In the Amazon for strawberries.
Rain's coming down.
Because that's where they grow.
I hope they do.
In the Amazon.
Do they not?
Does the Amazon have strawberries, Google? I don't think they do. I think they have their own type of berries, but they're not strawberries.
And I get the lime as well. It's both of them.
No, it is.
Because the strawberry, you can really smell it.
Yeah.
But then you taste it and you go, oh my God.
And the last bit is always the lime.
Zestiness.
Yeah, the last bit's lime.
Yes.
You're like, strawberry, lime. You're like, but it's strawberry and lime. This makes sense.
Yeah, bad boys, you've outdone yourselves there.
Yeah.
That's delicious.
This is the one.
A beautiful pudding.
Yeah.
Complete strawberries and cream style, it felt for me.
What are you giving it?
Getting creamy vibes. 9.5.
I'm going to go 10.
You're giving it a 10.
I'm giving it a 10,
You're
baby.
giving it a full 10.
Given based on the other ones.
There's nothing it could do to improve itself.
No.
Nothing.
I don't think so.
It's just the game changer for you.
I think that is exactly
what you'd ever want in a cider.
As it should be. No, it's a strawberry and lime cider. That is everything that strawberry and lime cider needs to be. So I
Okay.
can't knock it.
I,
It's fit for purpose.
I'm on your board. I really am. I'm following you all the way down this path because it was bloody beautiful.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's good for like rhubarb. Rhubarb let me down. But yeah, it's yeah. This is the showstopper.
When I do all the little clips for the podcast, I'll make sure that I don't do the rhubarb bit. This will be
I was thinking that was like just slagging rhubarb
Don't
off.
worry, I'll cut
Fuck
out
you,
the.
rhubarb.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Well, you did get a 10 in the show today, and it's all because of the strawberry. So
Yeah,
I fully hope people understand. If you can get boxes of any of them, and you want
Strawberry
our
and lime.
recommendation,
Strawberry and lime.
make sure you get strawberry and lime.
I
for
mean, we're
people.
not completely. We've got 2 more to go,
Okay. Nice.
and then we have completed our cider rounds.
Another question.
Yeah, is it me?
Oh dear. How many deep are we?
Who's
I
keeping
think I'll
track?
go.
Nobody. Yeah, go.
1 to 4.
2.
Oh, we've already done this one, so
Okay.
go. Yeah, pick another number.
Ask me again.
1 to 4.
4.
Which piece of advice would I be most likely to give? Get mad, then get over it. He who angers you conquers you. Oh, he who angers you conquers you. Never go to bed angry, stay awake and plot your revenge.
Oh, that's awful. The last one is absolutely disgustingly awful. I would
Could
say
you imagine somebody giving you
that's
that
Eric
advice?
fucking Cartman. That's Eric Cartman's fucking
go to
advice.
bed.
Yeah,
Stay
like,
awake.
I'm
Plot your
down with
revenge.
it. Don't go to bed angry. You had me at that bit because I believe in that. I'm like, if there's a trouble in your household, sort it out amicably. You know, nobody needs to lose sleep over it. No one needs to be tortured about anything. But stay up late and plot their
Stay up
demise,
late.
or you'll.
Doesn't sound healthy.
No, it's
does
horrible.
It, in
That's
its
bad.
nature?
That's
but
bad.
Could the revenge be not a hurtful response to the?
Does the word
to
revenge
either.
like the connotation of it is not that though, is it?
But for me, revenge could be doing absolutely amazing in your life, and that
Okay,
you're
I
sort
get
of
you.
showcasing
Yeah.
how good you've come from people telling you can't.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, oh, yeah, no,
Yeah, you'll get me.
I get it.
But if that's the advice you're giving, to stay awake and
I like that you thought of that angle on it because I would have just gone like, "That's a fucking
ghastly.
That's not nice."
I do. I've honestly built that through doing podcasts.
Yeah.
Is listen to something and then really try and find the other angle.
Yeah.
And get on somebody else's side,
The
because then
nuances of it.
you either strengthen your own argument
Mm-hmm.
of, oh no, that just doesn't make any sense, or you can at least get into their shoes a little bit, and it does help, but it's not my gut instinct of an answer.
What were the other ones?
So get mad, then get over it, and he who angers you conquers you.
I like that one.
I like that
I
one.
like that one.
It comes to that quote, being angry is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die.
Hey, that's
Because
good.
you're
Yeah,
stuck in that
yeah,
feeling,
yeah.
and
Don't wear it.
yeah, it's all about your energy
Yeah.
expenditure.
Yeah.
And if you're only putting it in, oh fuck them, why did they do this to me, X, Y, and Z, they may be thinking of a completely different, they're probably in their little Zen space somewhere, not thinking about that at all.
Oh, not thinking about you at all. in that way.
Exactly,
And you're
the
there then.
situation or
Yeah.
you, whatever it is. So they're essentially, if you want to quote unquote, but winning the situation.
Yeah, you're allowing, if someone's done something to hurt you, and then you are then from that, like, that's the action. The action is they've done this to you. Okay, whatever this is, that's like point A. And then after that, if you're then gonna fuck up your life even further because you're angry, you're gonna get snippy at someone, or you're gonna smash something up, or you're gonna crash your car, or you weren't looking at where you're going, or maybe you've been drinking, or whatever. It's somehow that anger is gonna then leak in, and then destroy other things, and in turn destroy you.
Yes.
Then that is stupid. But back to the TV stand that was annoying me. I did have to say the fucking TV stand, and then
ruined your life,
mate,
hasn't it?
I had to take a nap.
Yeah.
When you're like,
good advice.
I got up on the wrong side of bed. You're like,
Yeah.
I need to just go reset, have a nap, close your eyes for 1 hour. Came downstairs and I ordered a TV stand within
Right.
like 20 minutes. I spent 2 hours before.
There's a lot of science in go to bed.
There is.
How
Heal.
the mind resets
Yeah,
itself.
heal yourself. Just go shut it out. But yeah, so I like a little bit of the... I can't lie, because I will be the just spend it, get it out. But then it's gone.
You
and
like
that's
South
it.
Park, don't you?
I love South Park.
Have you
know
seen
I
the
love
one
South Park.
where Tweak thinks that everything's going wrong all the
Yeah,
time?
yeah.
And Craig...
It's the coffee.
yeah.
It's just on fucking coffee.
There's an episode where Tweak keeps panicking that the president's coming to bomb them, and he's just always in the panic state, and that because the coffee. But Craig is always sort of trying to diffuse the situation, and it's not actually helping him.
No.
So Craig actually, at the end, and I think it's one of the most beautiful moments in South Park, gives him the space to let all that anger and fear and everything out. And he says, "Oh my God, yeah, I'd be scared of that too. What are we going to do about it?" And he builds it up with him, is mirroring
Because they
the
become
energy.
a couple, don't they?
Yeah. Oh, mate, that's... I, honestly, that season's one of my favourites.
You've got to watch the new ones, Mike.
But because he mirrors and reciprocates the energy that he's showing, then that really calms him. He goes, "Thanks, dude," and then this show goes off, and I think that's beautiful. So to some degree, that get mad and then get over it. If you can allow your friend to have a space to just let it all out.
Yeah, like a little just a hypothetical rage room.
Yes, yeah.
Where you're like, okay,
I don't think it's unhealthy.
Yeah, like, what are you angry at? Say what's annoyed you about that thing. Well, I'm pissed off that they did this. I'm pissed off that they did that. Okay, cool. We've acknowledged that. Now we move on from it. Like, you don't need to go get a sorry off them. They're the people who hurt you. Why do you need to go like, I need you to say sorry so I feel better? No, they already made you feel bad. Like, move on. Like, it's just...
But even having a friend that's reciprocated that energy again.
Yeah.
It's like, the fucking are dickheads, aren't they? And you're like, and then you build up so much and it bubbles to the point of, oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Because I've had it before going, particularly with family.
You feel validated, I guess, as well. You're like, no, that is a thing, isn't it? And being able to check in with someone and be like, look, I'm feeling annoyed about this. Is this? And they're like, no, yeah, totally, I would as well. You're like, okay, good. So I'm not acting like a crazy bitch, or I've not got the wrong end of the stick here.
Yeah. The emotion and energy is valid.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've been in with family before where they've tried to ration everything and just, well, no, don't get angry. Just stop thinking that. And they come at a polar energy, and that actually doesn't help the situation. So that again, another good question. Thank you,
hey,
Sus. Sus, baby, sus. We're having a good day of it. Oh, we're on Bad Bitch.
Our bad bitch of the show.
And you picked the right camera.
I picked the right camera because I'm learning.
We're learning today.
I'm learning. Today is a learning day. Every day is a school day, guys. Right. It really is. I work in a school. Here we go. So, show me your jar.
Filthy.
Filthy. Say when?
Yeah. Wow.
That wasn't when. That was you.
Wow. Yep. When. Either will do. Okay.
2, 3, 4. Okay. Now, I'm kind of like, I'm thinking it's going to taste
What does it say about Bad Bitch? Do we have anything that describes it?
I have what's on the bottle.
Okay.
It's sparkling pink cider. That's it.
Okay.
There's nothing on our little tasting notes here. I haven't missed a trick here. No. So what I think is it's pink cider. So maybe it's like a, what they called, pink lady apples as opposed to the other one. So it might not be as musky and as that one. It might be a bit
fruity.
Yeah, which I would like as a bitch. Right.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Nice. Okay.
Oh, that actually tastes like apples. I mean, like, duh. But yeah, like it actually. I prefer this one to the cloudy cider one.
Do you know what we've done?
It's more crisp.
Is with that.
What we done?
No, it just took me on such a roller coaster of a journey to take me back down to that at the end. It's just a bit demoralising. No, because I
We've
like.
got this yet,
no,
baby. There we
good.
go.
No, I like this song, and maybe if we'd have put that next to the other one,
Okay.
I would have the original. I would have had a bit more of an understanding of where we were going, but because
We've gone full circle.
we've gone fruity, and you took me back to that. I was building up to something.
Wow.
And I thought there was going to be a punch at the end.
We have got a punch at the end. We've got.
Okay, there is a punch at the end.
We've got this at the end.
But that's how I feel towards that. It's beautiful and it tastes of apples.
It's delicate.
But it was nothing overpowering, and I was building up to that.
I hear you.
Zesty,
You've been going like, oh, that's that,
definitely.
oh, that's that, oh, that's that, oh,
There's
that's.
a song I like, and again, he's a comedy artist, but he's got a song called "Can't Go Back to Savoury," and it's all about he's had this brilliant meal,
Sweet tooth.
and then, well, he's had this lovely meal, and then his wife brings him this beautiful pudding, but then his son is getting rid of some of his food. And he's absolutely gutted because he would have eaten it.
Oh, but he's
but
had
he
the
can't
pudding.
go back to savoury.
I love it. I like
so
it.
he's already had it.
Yeah.
And he sings about his heartbreak about not being able to switch a roux back round to savoury again.
I would have dumped the pudding. I would, if you could have starters as puddings, that's the way to do it. I'd rather
Okay.
have my dinner, and then I can see if I can eat all of that. And once I know I'm out of the woods with that, then I want the starter. I don't want the starter, and then I can't eat all the dinner.
Okay.
But starters as puddings.
I'm a main pudding guy.
Okay.
I like a main and a
yeah.
pudding.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, starters aren't as imaginative as what
No,
pudding
they're not.
can be.
No, but I try
Definitely.
and stay away from sugar because it's bad for me.
I'll give you that. But if we're just talking hypothetically...
Yeah, if the world was going to end, I'm ordering the fucking pudding.
There you
I'm
go.
ordering 5 puddings.
Mate. Okay, but that's the journey I've been on with that drink. I've enjoying it, and to some degree, it probably is a little nicer than the original because it feels a bit more fresh.
Yeah, it's cleaner.
But I've been on too much of an emotional roller coaster.
A flavour roller coaster.
Well, we have had our emotions tested as well.
Card.
Beautiful. Another card.
So
How many bevers in?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Nice. This
7.
is going to be very telling. We're going to be cuddled up in the corner, aren't
Yeah,
we?
well, we got this one.
I guess
This
I'm just
one
a bad guy.
in a minute. I'm just
Okay.
a bad bitch. Okay. 1 to 4.
3.
Whom am I least able to cope with? Woohoo. So, is it an overbearing family member? Is it a chronically late friend? Or is it an irrational arguer?
Oh, there's 2. I'm stuck on there.
Yeah.
It's A and C.
Okay.
I'm going to go A.
C.
Oh, really? C? Okay.
Yeah.
Somebody that really
Like,
struggles with
people
arguing.
who just fucking argue all the time. You know, you say, we were talking about this earlier on. Well, sort of. Like, yeah. I know people like that where you get to the point where you say blue, they call black. And you're there like, I don't understand why. Or they'll be like that with other people. And you'll get to the point where you're so nice with them where you're like, well, that doesn't matter. Well, that doesn't matter. I mean, I had it in one situation with one person where they were like, well, then I guess that everything's that then. And I was like, I guess it is. And you could see that they were just all the time just running out of tether, running out of rope. And you're just like, why do you need to argue? Why, it's like that, it's the Cranberries. They had an album called No Need to Argue. Like, why argue? Like, what's the point?
Good
like,
reference point.
Unless you're just, if you're just doing it just... Like that's
For
not,
argument's sake.
yeah, but like
Yeah.
people want to have conversations.
Sound
They don't want
clever.
to have fucking arguments. Like arguments negative, conversation nice. Like I don't get it. I don't get people like that, and I have no time for them.
Yes. No, I see where you're coming from. Where do you think I am on the spectrum of the
I
A,
am
A,
gonna
B, and C?
go with. It's not going to be family member. It's going to be the same because again, I'm just alluding to what we spoke about earlier on.
I think I think it is.
It's
And,
not someone being late. That would not bother you,
no,
Mikey.
that really doesn't bother me.
That's not going to bother you.
What, you coming tomorrow? All right.
Yeah.
No. I think it's the family member.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it is. Family just hits a little bit differently, doesn't it? It's, when they give advice, it could have been the best intentioned advice. It could be really deep philosophy that they're spouting, but again, it just doesn't seem to hit the way that somebody from a neutral platform can hit you on. With the argument thing for me, I built this recently as well. I see my opinions as clothing instead of my skin.
Yeah, that's good.
So I'm not
You can change it. You
completely
can wash it.
attached to it. And also, your clothing, I love what I'm wearing now, but in 5 years' time, I might have a completely different style.
Totally. Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, you can change it up. You can accessorize that shit. You're like, well, I had considered this, but now I consider this.
This is this.
I'm wearing this and with this. Side by
honestly,
side.
as soon as I got to that way of thinking, not that I don't get annoyed by really irrational thinking at times, but how sort of learning to operate is when people are being that irrational
Or just argumentative.
in my terms, I'm looking over and I'm going, well, why are they so passionate on that front? What the clothing they're wearing right now
It's defensive.
why? And it's defensive, but even the clothing that they're fighting for, so they're like, no, look at it, it's beautiful. This is beautiful. Look at it.
This is the best.
This is what it is. This is what
ever.
you should be wearing.
Yeah, you should all have these shirts.
We all need to wear the same shirt.
Yeah.
I'm looking over and I'm going, well, why have they built up that belief?
Yeah.
And instead of just going, no, you wear my clothing, or no, I'll wear yours.
Yeah, they've invested in lives.
I'm now trying to just learn that term of, right, okay, that looks really cool, actually. I see where you're at, or it doesn't have to always be, oh, that looks really cool.
Yeah.
But, okay, it looks comfy. Why do you think that way, though? Why are you so vehement that that's the right way or the right thing to wear? And, yeah, I would, for the life of me, argue and go back and forth, and then we just have this division built from it, but I completely don't see the point of it anymore.
I don't. You learn to pick your battles.
Yeah,
and no response sometimes is the response.
Yeah.
Okay, you think that, and I'm like, and I can kind of figure out, and you know that you're not going to get very far trying to, because this person is just going to be argumentative.
I'm just genuinely curious. I want to know how people operate, and I will always ask them questions and just find out who that person is.
I like doing that, but I don't like it when they then will bring it back to you. Like, oh, and you're like, no, now this is, you're turning it into a fucking argument. Like, no, I just wanted to fucking psych you out and figure out where you're coming from. Not that I wanted to get in the gambit of us, to and fro-ing. And
I mean, there really is only about 4 or 5 things I'm firmly sure that my closet is never going to change.
Yeah.
Again, talking about consent in sex, or if we're talking about racism, if we're talking certain areas where I go, well, this is what's right, and this is what's wrong.
Yeah, it's a deal breaker. If it's not that, it's not on.
There's an absolute.
Yes.
That you can speak in absolutes, but honestly, there's about 4, 5 things in the whole world that I've got absolute views on.
Same.
Everything else is just, I wonder. And I really will learn more from somebody hurling their thoughts forward at me and me being able to pluck something out of it.
Some absolutes out of that.
Yeah, something of interest. Yeah. And that's where I'm at. So the family member thing is always hit me a little differently and a bit harder than somebody just getting riled up about their opinion being right.
The family member, I've had a recent thing with a family member where I just listening to, I'm not going to go too much into it, but I've been very hypothetical and diplomatic. It's not like me. But yeah, where something was going on, I'm just kind of watching it all, and I'm like, this is fucking stupid. Like, you're making big mistakes. Big mistakes being made. Stop it. And I just told them. I just got to a point where I hit a wall with it and just kind of leveled with them, and just because they were there, like, well, that person, they, and I came out all right. And then I was like, well, did you though? And they're like, what do you mean? I was like, did you come out all right? Are you honestly looking at everything else right now? And you think that you... and they were really upset. I really upset them. And I couldn't believe how upset they were. And I was like, shit. Now, that's something I'd say to anyone. But it's that family member punch. And I realised, I was like, fuck, because I'm related to this person. I've said that. That's packed a punch that if someone else has said that, they've probably shrugged it off. And I saw how fragile they were to that. And I was like, fuck, like that was not what the intention was of me saying. That was not to upset them. It was to make them realise, like, nobody's perfect.
Yeah,
but it got taken the wrong way.
Do you feel the situation didn't warrant that then?
No, not at all. No, I was like, whoa, like, okay, what do I do? Let's laugh it off. I was going through the motions. What else can I try? Like, let's lighten the mood. Like, yeah.
Mate, we've give that a good one. Yeah, that was some hard truths after 7 ciders down.
7 ciders
Cheers,
down.
bad boy. Yeah. So, are we on the last one?
We are on the last one, the final furlong, which is the apple and blackberry, what is it? It's a mulling syrup.
Mulling syrup.
It's a mulling syrup.
Nice,
so
okay.
You add this to your cider, which is going to be heated up. And the one that's heated up that we're going to add it to is a blackberry bad boy cider.
Beautiful. We'll be back in 5.
We'll be back in 5.
A few moments later.
And we're back.
Hello.
Hello.
He's been and mulled it over. What he's come back with. It's this rather fetching carrot mug. And inside the carrot mug is the blackberry bad boy cider, which has been heated up with their mulling syrup. So it smells very cinnamony and fruity.
The thing with this one is
Nice
sort
warm
of
too.
all the other ones are all down to bad boy. This one,
Oh, this is amazing.
I don't know if I've done it well.
Oh,
Have you
this
done?
is good.
Without the cheers.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
Here we go. We're cheers. We're cheers.
perfect on the side.
Okay. You try.
Try harder. Yeah, anything that's heated up, I'm in.
That is the best thing we've had today, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Genuinely is the best thing
Yeah,
we've had.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a 10.
I wish there was a higher score to give it. There's nothing higher than a 10, is
It's
there?
a 10. It's a 10. It's a firm 10.
Oh my god.
Now, if this and the strawberry and lime somehow got together,
Oh,
I mean...
what a baby.
What a baby. Oh, baby.
Ravioli.
Oh, baby.
Oh, baby.
What's it going to be?
Yeah, okay, guys. You have not messed about in
No.
that creation.
No.
You've come for the big ball game, the big players.
And you've knocked it out the pitch.
Yes. Oh my god, that's really good. It's
It
my
is,
favourite
isn't it?
thing
Yeah.
by a long shot.
It's dangerously nice.
I genuinely, as we spoke about puddings,
It is.
but
it's
if
puddingy.
that came up at the end of a meal,
Yes.
they popped that on the table and just left. Lovely little presentation, nice little mug.
Yeah, so
There
like,
you
you know,
go.
bits of like orange peel and
Oh,
like a
yeah.
fucking cinnamon stick or something.
Cinnamon stick.
Yeah.
I'd be completely content with that. That'd be the finisher.
Yeah.
Complete. Okay, that's a 10.
It's a 10.
Simple as that.
It's a 10.
Bad boys, you've outdone yourselves. Is it blackberry?
It's blackberry cider.
Blackberry cider
with the
heated up with, what was the other bit?
It's the mullein syrup.
With some mullein syrup. Is a 10 out of 10.
It's a 10 out of 10.
100%. I've never been so sure on anything in my life.
That's
Okay.
good. Yep.
Right. One more question.
One more question.
Should we just pick at random?
Yeah, do it.
I see a stack of cards here. It's all meant to be. Okay, I picked. Now you've got to pick 1 to 4.
3.
Which quality would I look for most in a friend?
Okay.
Curiosity, enthusiasm, quirkiness.
I'm going to go between 1 and 2 on that one.
A and B.
A and B. What was it? Enthusiasm?
Curiosity, enthusiasm, quirkiness.
I'm going to park it on enthusiasm.
Mm.
But I think curiosity's important.
Susceptible for change here.
Yeah, and
Okay.
like curiosity is like endlessly learning. So important.
Mm.
And open. It's openness and willingness with curiosity.
The thing with enthusiasm, though, it breeds curiosity, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
Because you say, oh, what we're going to do then, what we're going to do.
Yeah.
And then you start to creatively use your curiosity and come up with ideas. So I think the enthusiasm for me plants the seed for curiosity to grow.
Yeah, the two sit together.
Pretty well.
Yeah.
The thing is, I suppose, a curious friend can sometimes, and I love all my friends, but the really curious ones make me feel a little suspicious.
Okay.
Because they're just constantly...
Oh, I know what you mean.
sitting there
Someone's like,
thinking,
yeah, but why would you be like, fucking, what's this you're on with? Some bullshit
Yeah.
here. Why is
or
everything
just, or a great one, somebody I work with, I'm not mentioning any names. Martin, it's not you.
Martin.
It's definitely you. No, there's some people... their minds are so curious where you say something and I'm waiting for enthusiasm to sort of divulge the conversation and sort of brew it up and get excited by it, but they just sit on it. So I've said something and they're like simmering and
I get, yeah.
they don't say anything, but I need something to back off so bounce off of, sorry. So when they're back off-ish, then it confuses me and I think, have I just said something stupid there?
Yeah.
But it could have actually, they just need to sit with it and think about it.
Digest it.
So that is, I suppose, more of a wise decision. But when I'm thinking of a friend, I love to come up with a stupid idea. And then he's just like, yeah, let's fucking do it.
Yeah.
We'll find out on the way if it's good or not.
Yeah, sometimes. I've got friends like that. Sometimes they just
Where'd you end up?
in trouble.
Yeah.
You end up in like bad decisions were made. Mistakes were made.
And quirkiness.
I don't think that's a quality.
Quirkiness.
No, I think that's like a trait. That's like a character trait. I wouldn't say it's like a...
Yeah, there's nothing... I'm overwhelmed with the idea of a friend having quirkiness doesn't really speak my language. I'm just thinking... a lot of the time, when I see people trying to be quirky, it grinds on me a little bit.
Yeah, it does same here, yeah.
I know I can look like it myself, but I do genuinely think this is me.
Yeah.
And I've got friends who actually I do really adore, but even they'd admit, yeah, I try at times. I try and push that quirkiness across. So I'm definitely split on curiosity and enthusiasm, and I really reflect on that. I love enthusiasm. That's what sort
enthusiasm.
of gets me motivated and gets my motors turning.
It is motivational because someone wants to do it, or they will think of a way. They're enthusiastic about something. It doesn't mean they're enthusiastic about your way of doing it.
Yes.
But they're enthusiastic about what it is, so they can open you up to, oh no, I want to see this happen, but this needs to happen as well. That kind of thing. It's drive, isn't it?
Yeah, and that curious factor makes me feel sometimes it can be standoffish. And but is this going to work? And if you're not channeling curiosity in the...
A positive.
Yeah, optimistic, like, oh, what if? And but what if?
Yeah. If it's more of a like, well, if we do it this way, then this would happen. But if someone's like, yeah, but if that happens, then that's going to go wrong. But if it's someone like, oh, if you do it this way, then that might happen. But if you did it this way, like if you're curious, like you're looking at all the different variables as opposed to being like, well, that might not, like just like here's the shut door.
And like you say about the enthusiasm, and people have led you or you've led each other to them wild situations or bad situations.
Yeah, where you're like, oh shit.
But isn't there such beauty in that?
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
Yeah.
And we said that at the start with one of the questions. We don't really have regrets.
No.
So I think definitely good to just throw yourself into the deep end.
Yeah.
Try your absolute best to swim around, but even if you start swinking, your enthusiastic friend will be like, come on, we'll be all right.
Yeah.
Get out of this.
But also, if you're swimming towards a shark, you don't want that fucker is there like, it'll be fine.
Yeah,
you're like,
true.
mate, you're like, I can see this. Can you see this? Like, there's a fin, it's moving around. Like,
Your curious friend would sort of come up with the goods and tell you
Yeah.
to get on the boat for a
Yeah,
bit.
exactly. I
Yeah,
need
you
that person.
You need both in
Yeah.
your life. Well, what a good way to end it.
Yes.
What a beautiful way.
It is.
Do we have like a beautiful intro out? Do we have something that we cling on to each time? Or do we just thank Bad Boys? Thanks Sust for the cards and the questions.
Let's have a look at
and
the
live our
little-
lives.
So, this has been interesting. I've enjoyed this. Bad Boy Ciders, thank you to you. And also Sust. That's been really
Sust.
good. It's been we've definitely had some drunk philosophy.
Do you feel you know more about yourself?
I feel that I know more about you, Mikey.
One another.
One another.
I feel,
All in
yeah,
one.
emotional, intelligent, complete.
Yeah.
100%. Thank you, Bad Boys. Where am I looking now? Boz-eyed. I was looking at the beers over the ciders.
Cider.
The ciders over there.
Cider.
I wonder if that is blasphemous to cider
I
drinkers.
would say that is.
Really?
Yeah, of course it is.
Oh dear. I
Yeah,
don't
like if you
doing
called,
that.
like, you know, if they called it the wrong thing, they'd be like, yeah.
All the polarities of life.
yeah.
You've got beer, you've got
You can't
cider,
do
you've got
that.
wine, you've
Uh-huh.
got... Is rosé wine?
Rosé
wine.
is wine.
Okay, but are most snooty wine drinkers red or white?
Yes.
And then
yes, but
rosé-
rosé started to kind of feather its own nest out of that because now people are a bit like, well, you know about it, you think you know about rosé, but you know.
okay.
So I think it's trying to bring it back. But
Everything's got a subcategory,
Yeah.
but cider is cider.
cider is cider.
Sort it out, Mikey. So thank you, Bad Boy Cider. Thank you, Sust. And thank you, RoRo.
Thank you, Mikey.
It's been a good journey.
See you later.
Thank you for listening to the Taster Sessions podcast. We hope you enjoyed it. Please leave us a review on our Spotify.
If you're watching this over on YouTube, then if you want to give us a like, a subscription, and a share, that would be great as well. You can also suggest anyone that you'd like us to taste on our show.